Good morning, dear colleagues. We start our work and I give the floor to the Ministry of Defense spokesperson, Colonel Maksym Prauta. Good morning. Dear guests, here is information about the main events which took place in the Ministry of Defense over the past 2 days. First, shortly about the situation on the site of events near Balaklia. At 8 a.m. today, the intensity of explosions is significantly lower. Several ordnance detonates, one order detonates per 15-20 minutes. In the morning, there was aerial reconnaissance on the site to find areas of fire, and there was also an engineer reconnaissance. Military engineers arrived to the site. They started demining the territory close to the stocks, and they are ready to demine the stocks as well. During further works, firefighting tanks will be used as well as engineer equipment. Now about other events. The government defined the number of Ukrainian citizens liable to conscription. According to the order, in April-May 2017, nearly 14,135 soldiers will be conscripted. Among them, 9,135 to the armed forces, 4,200 to the National Guard, and 800 to Special State Service of Transport. An American delegation visited the International Security and Peacekeeping Center in the Lviv region. The delegation is headed by the commander of the land forces of the USA in Europe, General Lieutenant Ben Hodges. During their visit, foreign guests saw the training of mechanized battalions of the armed forces with participation of instructors from the multinational group of training Ukraine. They spoke to the soldiers of member countries. They also visited facilities and infrastructure of the center. General Hodges said there are nearly 2,500 of American soldiers there who help in the training of Ukrainian soldiers. He also spoke to the students from the National Academy of Land Forces. In the International Security and Peacekeeping Center has finished the main planning conference on the multinational training Rapid Trident 2017. The organizers discussed various issues related to the planning. It is planned that the training will take place on September 8-23 in the International Security and Peacekeeping Center in the National Academy of Land Forces. There will be participants from 14 countries. They will be training to act according to modern methods. In the National Defense University in Kyiv started an international scientific and practical conference on the reform of defense sector in Ukraine. Among the participants will be representatives of the Ukrainian parliament, representatives of the National Security and Defense Council, of the Ministry of Defense, of the General Staff, of the State Bodyguard, State Emergency Service, Ministry of Internal Affairs, of the National Guard of Ukraine, of the National Police, and of the NATO Liaison Office. Military doctors from Germany share their experience with Ukrainian colleagues. They were speaking about training of servicemen in tactical medicine. These issues were a focus of attention during a 3-day visit of Bundeswehr military hospital representatives to Kyiv. They had a meeting with the doctors of the National clinical military hospital. There was also a meeting of the chief of medical service Horoshun with the head of the International Department of Medical Sanitary Service of Germany, Dr. Tiller Perry. They discussed issues of medical management, implementation of NATO standards in Ukraine, and defined further areas of cooperation. Representatives of the mission visited wounded Ukrainian soldiers who undergo treatment in Kyiv Military Hospital and offered their help for further rehabilitation of the soldiers in Germany. According to Colonel Edward Horoshun, the sides agreed to develop a program on rehabilitation of soldiers in the German facilities, on training in tactical medicine, and sharing experience on medical training. The head of military delegation of Germany noted that Germany is interested in this further cooperation and that they want to share their experience with Ukrainian colleagues. And German doctors also would like to see the experience of Ukrainian doctors that they received when treating Ukrainian soldiers who were wounded in the East. The preliminary results of civil military cooperation service have been drafted. At present, there are 16 groups of civil military cooperation working in the East and 3 united centers of civil military cooperation, as well as 1 research group. In total, there are 106 staff members. During the period of their work, CIMIC have delivered 237 tons of humanitarian help to the region. They helped to renovate infrastructure, for instance, a school in Kamenka, damaged houses in Berdyansk and Sopino. They repaired gas supply line near Shirokine, repaired works in Sopino, a kindergarten in Troitske, repairing a damaged church in Trochizbenka. They helped to establish radars and radio connection in Krymske, Trochizbenka, and Grechishkine. In addition, representatives of CIMIC participated in repairing works at a power line Mikhailivka-Lysychansk and the power line Luganska power plant Mikhailivska. It helped to ensure a normal energy supply to these small towns and villages. They also helped to repair power line to Zhovanka, it's near Zaitsevo, and within demining action, in cooperation with the State Emergency Service, they analyzed nearly 500 hectares of land to find unexploded ordnance. The ministry continues to pay financial remuneration to the servicemen who perform their tasks in the east of Ukraine in the framework of the anti-terrorist operation. As of today, they received almost 155 million of financial remuneration. Among these, 146 million for direct participation in action and more than 7,600,000 for performing tasks in units. Ukrainian soldiers also receive awards for their service. Since the start of the conflict, more than 12,800 soldiers received state awards, and nearly 38,000 received awards from the Ministry of Defense. This is all for today. Thank you.